Yo, what's up overnights? You're back in the sports oven. This video will be the review of the matches in game week 12 in the English Premier League. Please drop your comments on what you thought of this week's round of matches. And with that being said, let's cook. Okay, so the first match of the round was the match of the round, where Arsenal hosted Spurs in the North London derby. I predicted a 2-all draw as Spurs, even though in better form and considered a better team now, are horribly away from home against top 6 opponents. Arsenal won 2-0 and dominated Spurs from start to finish. A thoroughly deserved victory. Now, I didn't expect it, as you can see from my prediction, so kudos to the Gunners with a man of the match performance from German magician Mesut Ozil, who was absolutely superb. Second match for our review is Liverpool versus Liverpool 2. Southampton. So Liverpool dominated this match from start to finish, and Mo Salah continued his rich vein of goal scoring form. He scored twice, with one being a peach of a curling to the top right hand corner of Foster's goal. He had no chance. Pretty comfortable victory for Liverpool, as Southampton were toothless in attack as usual. Side note, with those 2 goals from Salah, he is now atop the goal scoring charts in the Prem after 12 matches with 9. Not bad for a Chelsea reject. So the third match was Crystal Palace vs Everton. The 2 worst defenses in the league was only going to give us an entertaining match. The match drew 2-all, but Palace can feel aggrieved after they dominated in the second half after an even first half. But Benteke missed a gilt-edged chance and he brought a good save from Speroni. However, Palace is getting better each game, so they do have a chance of staying up. Everton don't seem to have progressed at all, even with Unsworth in charge. There's no real structure, so we can only watch and see how it goes from here. So guys, the next match we'll review is Leicester versus Man City. City lost here 4-2 last year. City had no such problems this year. They won 2-0, were completely dominant and stopped Leicester from even having a shot on target. One major talking point, however, is the fact that Company should have been red carded in the 3rd minute for a foul on Jamie Vardy, who was in on goal. He got a yellow, which was a big let-off for City. Another highlight of the match is the best player in the Prem and arguably the best player in the world right now, Kevin De Bruyne's thunderbolt to make it 2-0. If you haven't seen it as yet, go take a look. The next matchup for review is champions Chelsea at West Brom. This was an absolute cakewalk for the Blues. Hazard scored 2 goals. Fabregas was influential. He and Hazard linked up pretty well, and the rest of them, they ran riot. So the Blues were 3-0 up at halftime and added a 4th after the break. This match was the last straw for the Baggies, as the owner sacked Tony Pulis a few days after. Pretty standard win for Chelsea, who next face a resurgent and firing Liverpool this coming Saturday. So let's go. Next we'll look at Bournemouth versus Huddersfield. This was a pretty easy game for Bournemouth. I was expecting a 1-0 win, however they ran out 4-0 winners. They went down to 10 men and still smacked the Terriers 4-0. So Callum Wilson, who was the man of the match with a hat-trick, coming off his long injury layoff and scoring a hat-trick on only his 2nd start back. Very pleased for him. Bournemouth just backed up their win before the international break and it has them up to 30, so that's pretty good for them. So on to the next one. Alright, so the next match on the review board is Burnley versus Swansea. The Clarets easily won 2-0. Swansea yet again offered nothing up front. A goal better than my 1-0 prediction for Burnley. They are often criticized for their brand of football, however these goals were pretty good goals from flowing moves. So the win leaves Burnley a point off the top 4. Can you believe that? From battling relegation last season to top 4 contention. Now hats off to them, and it leaves Swansea stuck in 19th. Can Burnley keep up this impressive form for the season? Let's wait and see. Please drop your comments and let me know what you guys think. So the final match on Saturday was Man United versus Newcastle. Pog back, that is all. Midfield dynamo Paul Pogba was starting his first match in September, and you could tell and see the difference from the off. The atmosphere was different within the team. Man United had actually gone a goal down to Dwight Gale, but then through Pogba turned on the big engine and ran out comfortable 1-0 winners. I mean, he turned on the side, bamboozling the defender, putting it on a plate for Martial to head in. After that, it was pretty much all one-way traffic. It's the first goal United had conceded at Old Trafford this season, but we recovered pretty well and went on to win. But not only that, the big Z, Zlatan, the God, the Lion is back. So let's see how he fits in once he's back up to speed. The second to last match saw Watford take on West Ham, and I predicted a 1-0 win. Watford, however, went one better. Match was pretty even, but Watford the more clinical, hence them winning. Richarlison on the score sheet yet again as he continues his great form since the start of the season, not expected by much. West Ham, on the other hand, showed enough that they may be able to stave off relegation, as they were pretty decent in David Moyes' first match in charge. So let's see. The final match of this week was Brighton playing Stoke. Now, I expected Brighton to win because they were in pretty good form, unbeaten last four. Stoke were a bit up and down and all over the place. However, Stoke actually took the lead twice through Choupo-Moting and Kurt Zouma. First 1-0, then Ross equalized 2-1, then they went 2-all. Now, Brighton peppered them after that, but they just could not find a way through. They should have gotten a penalty, they didn't, but all in all, pretty good for Brighton as they extended their unbeaten sequence to 5 games. Up next for them though, Manchester United at Old Trafford. So let's see what they can do. Guys, that was the review for match week 12. Thanks a lot for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and share your thoughts on the matches this game week in the comments below. Peace out for now, yet again.